Other people are going in the opposite direction.
He is armed at the moment with a knife.
The NHS's Hazardous Area Response Teams, HART for short, are trained to tackle the most critical cases in the most dangerous places.
This is moving, this. Let's come out of there.
Could be someone in water, at height, underground, overcome by gas. Whatever it is, our team are there to access them and treat them in those environments.
Created after the 7/7 bombings, they're in the front line when terrorists strike.
There's always that risk of this could go wrong, and it could go wrong quickly.
It's been confirmed that it is a nail bomb.
Specially selected.
Have you seen how high up it is?
It's fallen from around 20 foot.
Prepared for anything.
She's currently trapped in the car by her legs.
Massive intrusion into his cab.
Never filmed before.
Shotgun injuries to his leg.
Go on, you have to blast me.
It's a job that calls for courage and skill.
We have got specialist kit, we have got specialist vehicles. People coming in from other agencies and they think it's like a scene out of Thunderbirds.
Hold it!
OK, we need him on a board in a minute, on a collar.
Real life heroes, risking their lives to save others.
This is going to be a major incident.
It's evening in Leeds.
Hotel 1 to all HART call signs, got a detail.
And reports are coming in about a major explosion in a town on the outskirts.
999 mode activated.
Tango team are on the road.
So, it says, explosion from building, 8 people jumped out of apartments. Caller heard 2 explosions, one before they made the call and one while on the phone. So 8 people have jumped.
Oh.
The blast has happened in a residential area. A huge explosion has ripped through flats in a converted bank in Batley. Lee and the team are the first paramedics there.
Where do you want us, Boo? Over there, mate. Sound.
HART are trained to decide which patients are the most seriously injured. It's a crucial decision, and it's not easy to make.
They've got 3 patients there. Probably I'm the first one.
5 men have blast injuries, but they are conscious, and it's not yet clear how they escaped from the burning building.
Hey, mate, you all right? Ambulance, how you doing? You all right?
Many of the victims are suffering from the effects of smoke inhalation and burns. If any have breathed in hot gases, their lives could be in danger.
You normally fare well, mate? No other medical problems, though? OK. Have you jumped out of the building? How high up were you? Just get some obs, John.
I know that there's been an explosion, but what happened to you?
I don't know.
Right in front of you, or?
I don't know. I was just on the sofa watching TV.
OK.
Right, OK. Some of the injured have serious burns. Their skin is already peeling off.
Mate, it will help you. I know it might make you sting, but if you've got burns, it really works. OK, so just bear with us while we put it on you.
It's vital the medics cool down these areas and cover them.
I know it's awful. We're going to do something for your pain, all right? Well done, mate. Oh, mate, you're going to have to just try and put up with it and we'll sort something out for your pain, all right?
The first casualty is on his way to hospital.
That's not a bad thing, you know. That's your body's defence mechanism for it.
It's a confusing situation. Fire crews are trying to establish how many people have escaped.
Did all 5 come out, you know?
And whether there are others trapped inside.
Excuse me, sir. What flat number have you come out of? You come out of these ones?
While fire crews try to account for all the residents, Gemma knows she must act quickly to control the pain caused by serious burns.
Not only are your burns on the external surface, you also have the more complicated factor of what's happening beneath the skin. So we assess the patient's airways through a visual inspection of their nose, their mouth, making sure that there's no swelling or blistering to the lips and to the tongue. Obviously, if there is blistering to the airway, it can give you an idea or suspicion that there may be an inhalation injury. An inhalation injury is likely to cause a significant problem within 24 or 48 hours further down the line.
Nothing on his chest or his back or all.
Gemma's giving her patient morphine. Pain in burns victims is actually a good sign. Very deep burns often destroy nerves.
Right, gonna feel a sharp scratch, all right? Well done. We'll get this pain relief sorted for you.
The air ambulance has arrived with a doctor on board. If some of their patients deteriorate, they may have just minutes to save them. Speed is of the essence.
I've just had a little chat with this young man. He's basically just got flash burns, as you can see, to his face, a little bit around his neck.
Legs, knees.
Yeah, knees, hands.
Okay.
So, like, looking at priority of burns.
He needs to go soon, his lips are really swollen.
Yeah.
With some of the injured already showing signs of swelling around the face and nose, there's no time to lose. Gemma's patient is the most serious and must be transferred to hospital immediately.
No, we're going to get you in the ambulance. You're going next, all right? Just keep that arm still for me for a minute, buddy.
I know, mate. We're going to get you in an ambulance in a second. All right, pal.
Clothes have been shredded by the force of the blast. Foil space blankets will help reduce the risk of hypothermia.
So it's pretty chilly out here, isn't it?
We'll get some blankets on you and in the warmth. Just open your mouth and put your tongue out for us. Okay. That's all right. Put it back in. He was in the room when the explosion or whatever it was has happened, and he remembers jumping out of the window. He's got about 10% burns from what I can gather. Fire service has helped me dress him with cling film. Right. Some to his legs, they're kind of in patches rather than in total, but his head and all of his beard singed as well. Right.
One flat appears to be the seat of the blast. It's not clear which, if any, of the victims lived in the block. They're being sent to 2 local hospitals for treatment.
Flash burns to hands, a little bit to lips, not got any major edema. Right. Chest sounds clear, Sats of 100. He has been tacky, as you could imagine.
Just half an hour after Tango team arrived on scene, everyone in the immediate blast area is on their way to hospital.
So far we've had 4 patients. All 4, I believe, have jumped from the building. They had a variety of problems, mainly burns. I don't know if they had any lower limb injuries from jumping out.
For the HART crew, the operation is only just beginning.
Just waiting on confirmation from the fire service that are potentially another 4 patients. So as it stands, we've got 2 members of HART stood by in extended duration breathing apparatus to potentially go in with the fire service should they be required.
HART are trained to use the same breathing apparatus as firefighters.
Okay, cheers. We're basically here for the fire service and for them, so if they find a casualty and they need medical assistance, they can bring them out and we'll help out.
The fire has almost been extinguished, but the explosion and water from the hoses have made the wreckage highly unstable. And there are still shocked residents and walking wounded to be dealt with.
Have a seat. So, a bit of smoke. Since then, just been vomiting, is that it?
But the situation is just about to get worse. Checks reveal there is no gas supply to the flats, which means something else has caused the explosion.
Get this lady sorted either way, and then we need to evacuate further down the thing.
Okay, mate, yeah.
Emergency crews believe some sort of explosive device has demolished the building, and they fear another.
Come on then, we'll head this way. Walk down this way with me.
A cordon has been set up around the building, but if explosives were involved, the lives of firefighters, HART and nearby residents are still in danger. This will be a long night for the team.
Apparently all 3 people are trapped at the moment. It's coming through as so.
Just one at the airport?
Don't know.
It's a freezing winter's night, and Charlie team are heading for a complex case. There's a serious accident on an exposed stretch of road near Leeds.
Hotel 1 to the team, just for information, update from comms so far. RTC, 2 vehicles, finished up to 3 patients trapped, 2 in one vehicle, 1 in the other one. Waiting for on-scene update.
999 activate.
A lorry, loaded with beer, has careered across the road and hit a small car head-on. In freezing temperatures, time is everything.
Hotel 1 for the team, quick update from EOC. 2 patients, 1 HGV driver who's trapped.
And 1 occupant of a car who's also trapped.
HART specialise in serious car crashes.
I think that might be it there.
Delivering vital care to patients trapped in wreckage.
Where do you want us?
We'll go back, behind the police car, give us a bit of it. 21 on scene.
Extreme caution. Cab door.
It's a bad smash.
There's been a collision between a 7.5-ton goods vehicle and a small hatchback car. A lot of energy involved, which is evident from the damage you see to both vehicles. Unfortunately, some of that massive energy force is still transmitted into the patient, hence the injuries that they sustain.
The occupant of the small car has already been cut free by firefighters and is about to be taken to Leeds General Infirmary. It's a 15-minute drive on blue lights. Freeing the other crash victim will be much more difficult. This is what's left of the trucker's cab. Inside the twisted metal, but still alive, is Peter Swinton. He's crushed between his 7-ton truck and a tree.
We're going to use 2 turfers, one to pull the vehicle back and one to stabilise the vehicle at the front. The idea is just to move the vehicle back slightly about a foot, so hopefully we can release the casualty's legs of the vehicle.
Fire crews don't have enough space to cut Peter free. Medics can barely reach their patient. Peter is pinned by the steering column, which is crushing his chest.
Although we need to get that person out as quickly as possible, we do have to have considerations in mind. One being the release of toxins into the body, causing complications, and 2, the sudden loss in blood pressure, where the body is now having to pump the blood into the area of the body that was cut off from the circulation. That can lead to a number of complications and ultimately death if it's not managed properly.
I think this ankle's gone. Yep. His boot's jammed in.
Then, what seems to be a breakthrough.
His foot's free at this side, mate.
But the rest of Peter's body is still trapped.
We've exhausted everything we can here with fire and rescue in terms of making some space at the front. We've managed to free his leg, which has obviously relieved some of his pain. But now we can't push against it. We need to get it away from the tree so they can pull the cabin away from him at the front and get the steering wheel off him.
You need to be aware, once we start pulling, we don't know what's going to happen to this wagon.
That's fine, yeah.
Oh, you're in a bit of a din.
Yeah, no worries.
You guys ready to go? Yeah.
Fire crews are using a turfer. It's a hand-operated winch that slowly tightens a steel cable anchored to their 10-ton fire engine. Millimetre by millimetre, they can try to ease the pressure on Peter without worsening his injuries. But the truck is jammed. Paramedic Tim is worried. Inside the cab, trucker Peter is cold and drowsy. Classic signs of hypothermia.
How are we doing?
Andy is trying to reassure Peter and keep him talking.
We're going to change of plan because we've tried pulling it from back and it's not worked properly. So we're trying something else. We'll get you out shortly.
Tensions are rising.
I've got a lad with a chainsaw. We can chop that tree off and then we've got it.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to cut them down, but I don't really think we've got...
We ain't got no choice. It's life before that tree, mate.
But the tree weighs several tons and chopping it down is risky.
Right. If they're going to start cutting, we're underneath it.
Just going to get everybody over this way.
Bit overhang.
Peter's condition is showing signs of deteriorating, and they're no nearer to freeing him. His life is in real danger. A massive explosion has ripped through a converted bank in Batley near Leeds. The cause is a mystery. Now there are fears of a second blast, and firefighters are searching the rubble for further victims. The HART team have been told to stand by for more casualties.
We've moved everything from our initial casualty collection point further down because there's reports that there potentially might be an IED or an explosive device that's either caused the incident or still in situ. So we moved everything back to a safe distance. We've established another CCP and we're just relocating for safety but still treating patients.
As the tension ramps up, people living nearby are shocked and in fear.
Most of us have looked at people who've been in the flat that's exploded Most of them presenting with flash burns, face, hands, varying in severity. There's also a few of the neighbours that have presented, but with minor injuries and kind of emotional distress.
The fire service have checked the building's stability as far as they can.
The back where it says the back, there's old part, that's structurally sound, is that? Righto. It links through to that back bit, the new bit. Yeah. That's what's collapsed, and that's why we're not sending anybody.
Is that where the explosion was itself? That where it's
if you go to the ground floor, we're all sort of bored.
Parts of the old bank are at the point of collapse, but there may be casualties trapped inside. If they're to stand any chance of surviving, HART medics must go in to find them. First, Eddie, a highly trained search dog, is deployed to look for signs of life.
This is Eddie, a 7-year-old Labrador live scent search dog. So he indicates on live scent, won't indicate on any cadavers or dead scent. So where there's areas in there fire service personnel couldn't reach, or it wasn't safe to reach at that present moment in time without shoring, we can send Eddie in and it can give us some indication whether we're going to go that far into the building and risk personnel.
That building where the explosion was is effectively structurally safe. However, the back building isn't, the building adjoining, so they're going to be here all night, shoring. They've asked if we stay on scene until 6 in the morning.
It's going to be a long night. With fire crews, some of the HART team enter the building, aware that they may now be looking for bodies. With the threat of a second explosion still not ruled out, they must tread carefully.
That's a big blast.
Massive, isn't it?
Yeah, huge.
The flat, believed to be at the centre of the explosion, is all but destroyed.
Well, they said they're on the sofa, didn't they? And that's the sofa.
The crews don't understand how anyone got out of this alive.
So is this blast damage or water damage?
Mainly blast.
HART are here to treat survivors or to pronounce death. But the team find the building is empty. One part of the former bank has escaped relatively unscathed.
This is the original vault for the bank that we're in, yeah. Over three levels, 1, 2, 3, yeah.
This is a part of the building that was built to withstand explosions.
So was that unlocked then? Have your boys had to...
I'm not sure.
Force that as well?
I don't think you could fully grasp that force from outside of the building because it was an old building with old Yorkshire stone which had barely moved. Inside, nearly all of the walls had been completely demolished, so it was very possible that somebody could have become trapped or injured and potentially been unconscious in one of these slight voids that had been created from the complete devastation of the flats that had been blown up.
The multiple casualties from this huge explosion are now being treated in hospital. But while emergency crews work to make the crumbling building safe, HART must stay on scene. In freezing temperatures, Charlie team are locked in a desperate battle to free a trucker trapped in his cab after a crash near Leeds.
So at the moment we're having to do a bit of lumberjack work and cut down some trees. The alternative to that is to actually be able to cut through the back of the bulkhead into the back of the cab and remove one of the seats and bring him out the back way, so we're literally coming at the patient from both angles.
Even with the tree gone, space is dangerously limited.
Right, just put that blanket over your head because it's starting to cut.
While crews try to cut through the front of the cab, at the back it's a huge team effort to first unload dozens of heavy beer barrels to get to the rear of the cab. Finally, they're ready.
Right, that sounds like a vehicle they're cutting now.
The cutting blades are just inches from Peter's trapped body, but with the risk of hypothermia, every minute counts.
The patient, he's been here for about 2 hours now. It's the point where the other vehicle that he's in is actually frosted over on the top. It gives you a bit of an idea of the kind of temperatures we're dealing with. In the next 15 minutes we should have it revealed and peeled enough to be able to start getting the patient actually out of the cab.
More than 2 hours after this mammoth rescue began,
Are you ready, guys? Pass it down.
Peter is finally out.
That must have been one of the most complicated extrications that I've ever done. Everything was against us. The truck wouldn't move, there's a massive tree in the way, the vehicle's crushed, the patient's stuck in between all that, just for that one patient. It's been a big effort.
Against all the odds, Peter is still alive, but his injuries are potentially serious. He's on his way to the Leeds General Infirmary, where he'll be met by a full trauma team. He'll be scanned and x-rayed. He may face surgery tonight. It's early afternoon in Sheffield, and HART have been called to help out a local ambulance crew at the scene of a fall.
Cancelling all functions.
It's in what appears to be an ordinary house, but with HART, it's never an ordinary call-out.
Before we do you guys have any helmets down there or should we get some for you?
The house is a building site, and where the floor used to be, there's just a large open hole.
I've got fire service coming just to give us an helping hand getting him out.
At the bottom is builder Mark Hicks, who's fallen over 12 feet straight down onto the hard cellar floor below.
By the sound of it, from the top of the ladder to the bottom, landing on his left-hand side.
I'll pass you that down, mate.
HART's speciality is difficult rescues. They can get to this patient, but getting him out may not be easy.
He's got some left-sided shoulder pain and back pain.
Local paramedics suspect the builder has suffered multiple injuries. He will need to be immobilised.
He's got a bit of a head injury, which makes me think that he might have taken a bit of a whack to the head as he's fallen.
Hello, Manny. We've fallen probably, I'd say, around 12 foot.
Manny and the other medics are working just inches from the edge of the hole, and there are trip hazards everywhere. They're going to need help to get him out safely.
1 or 2 fire attendant pumps.
What made you fall off top of the ladder, fella? You don't know?
You can't recall exactly how he's come to be on the floor, so we're not sure if it's a medical episode that he's had prior to his fall, and due to that he just can't recall anything.
Builder Mark's amnesia may mean he has a fractured skull.
He's got a bit of a headache. Do you know where you are now?
It can lead to bleeding on the brain, so the team need to act quickly.
You've got four staff down there. One of you guys want to go down?
The medics fear Mark may also have broken his back. It's an injury that can only be confirmed in hospital.
Right, Matt, what we're going to do is just have a little look at your back, and then what we're going to do is this yellow board, and if you can see it, just going to slide that underneath you, roll your back, get you off of this.
Right, ready, guys? Yep. 1, 2, 3, roll.
Mark's in a lot of pain. Every movement is agony for him.
Where was that hurting? Your shoulder.
Medics must strap Mark firmly to the stretcher. If he does have a broken neck, any movement could cause irreparable damage to his spinal cord. Backups arrived, and the fire officer in charge is an expert in urban rescue.
I used to be an RTRU, so...
perfect, even better.
So what kit have you got?
We've just got basically safe working at height, really, and a recovery pack for ourselves.
The team has somehow got to lift Mark out of the hole and back up to ground level.
Do you need to bring them up horizontal or...?
Horizontal.
Horizontal,
yeah.
Okay.
We're going to put this ladder at more of a pitch, and we're going to use the ladder to slide him up and haul him up at the same time. The rope's just going to be a safety rope.
We're just going to go for a carabiner through the tube?
Yeah, I'm more than happy with that.
It could be a bumpy ride. They're giving Mark pain relief.
How's his BP?
129.80.
Did you know what we're going to do, mate, yeah? You don't look so worried. We're not going to drop you.
The team are joking, but getting Mark out of there will be dangerous. Any movement could make his already serious injuries much worse.
Right, Manny, from our end, we're strapped in and ready.
With the firefighters' help, they're going to rig a pulley system to help bear the load. But they have to find a secure anchor point to do it.
Both of these on the same joist?
Yeah, gonna say it's rock solid, Barry. It ain't going anywhere, is it?
No, no worries.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Lovely. I'll throw the line up. Right, that's going through yours. That'll be.
We're just trying to make it as safe as we can for our lift and for us to sort of get him out. Once he's out of here, the job becomes easy at that point.
Are you good to go your end? Is everybody ready? Yeah. On lift, ready, steady, lift.
Inch by painful inch, the team are working as fast as they can.
All right.
It's vital the pulley holds.
Yeah. And again. And again. Yeah. Yeah. And again.
Right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, buddy, we've got you. Steady, steady, steady.
Mark's out of the hole, but not out of danger.
That's it, it's all right. Just relax, mate. You're out now.
A full stretcher-bearing team is a heavy weight on the potentially unstable floor. One false move could spell disaster.
Coming down to you, Sarah.
Pass him down.
Hang on, hang on, hang on. Have you got him, bud?
Mark's accident is serious. He's been taken to the major trauma centre 10 miles away for scans. His injuries could permanently affect his livelihood. Yorkshire's 46 HART paramedics train constantly to save lives, even when their own are in danger.
Right, patient still asystolic.
These gas suits are hot, difficult to wear, and make communication almost impossible.
Switch your parking.
But when there's a major chemical emergency, they're lifesavers.
Right, okay.
Initially, we have to be quite conservative in our approach. Yes, we've got lots of protective equipment we can use to protect us from chemicals, but if we turn up in some of our gas-tight suits in the public arena, you know, it can cause people to panic, and obviously we don't want that, so we try to do things in a stepwise approach and use equipment that is appropriate to that particular situation.
Papa team are racing to get to the scene of a potentially deadly chemical leak.
Sounds like they've got a mixture of two agents, possibly accidentally. As far as I'm aware, there's been either one or two patients initially. The place is all cordoned off by fire and police.
So we'll be there probably to provide backup and support in case anything goes wrong.
Alarming reports from the market town of Helmsley on the edge of the North York Moors suggest a cloud of lethal gas has been released. A hotel worker has mixed a cocktail of highly toxic swimming pool chemicals and accidentally created a gas cloud.
Are we up there, is it?
Emergency services have cordoned off the location, a 4-star hotel and spa. The building has been evacuated.
The initial information gathering crews found a 500-gram bag of chlorine powder, which is consistent with what was reported from the guy who put it in.
Basically what's happened, one of the cleaning pool man has mixed chlorine powder and it's created a gas cloud, which is similar to chlorine gas. At the moment the plan is to ventilate in there, and what they'll do, they'll close the plant room down, it'll have to be descaled and cleaned up.
Once they've ventilated that building, we'll go towards the recovery phase then, where we can get it to hand them back to them.
Sounds about right.
Done.
Excellent. I reckon it'll be 45 minutes to recovery phase when they're completely vented and it's completely gas-free. It's not mustard gas.
Have they definitely said the chlorine?
Yeah, they just come through as hazmat and said it's definitely chlorine.
Chlorine gas was first used as a chemical weapon in World War I. It causes the lungs to fill with fluid. Victims can die within minutes.
Chlorine gas can render a lot of people very ill very quickly in a short space of time, and it can lead to fatalities, unfortunately. It is used quite commonly in swimming pools, spas and the leisure environment in itself, and it's got to be properly mixed and properly handled and stored, and sometimes not through fault of their own, but they could get ineffective mixers which gives off the chlorine gas, which can render people quite ill.
Firefighters using gas detectors are assessing the situation.
The guy who's done the mixing, he's put the cap back on, so we've got a sealed drum with the materials that we're reacting inside them.
But the drum of deadly chemicals is still silently reacting inside the hotel. It seems stable for now, but no one knows just how secure the container is. Rochers needs to prepare to treat casualties among the teams sent into the building. To make the area safe, firefighters will have to move the drum of chemicals, but it will be a dangerous job.
The chemicals are being isolated in the plant room. The rest of the hotel is clear. I've just had a physical walk around with the fire service commander with gas monitoring just to double check it's been vented for the last hour. The plan is what's called an overdrum. It's a big drum, it's a lockable, sealable drum. They put all the materials into that drum, seal it, and leave it for private providers to get rid of it.
Any movement of the chemicals is highly dangerous. With lives at risk, they need specialist equipment to prevent any of the deadly gas from escaping.
They're just waiting for the overdrum now?
Yeah, it's at Moulton.
I'll go brief my gaffer, let him know.
The team must play a waiting game, and there are no guarantees the lethal chlorine gas will remain contained. It's early evening, and HART medics are still at the scene of a leak of deadly poison gas. A hotel worker mixed the wrong mixture of swimming pool chemicals together by mistake and created a chlorine gas cloud. It's triggered a full-scale emergency response. Hotel management acted rapidly to safeguard their guests. Safety is a high priority for them.
The fire brigade were called, who responded very, very quickly, sealed off the area. The hotel was evacuated and then coordinated with emergency services.
The chemicals are still reacting, they are coming down to the levels, but it is still reacting. Things can happen for all sorts of manner of reasons. This is why there's 3 of us left up here on HART, and we'll be stood by just in case there's battle the emergency team if needed.
It's lucky no one has been seriously injured so far.
They'll take the hose out of the drum that's got the chemicals in the plant room, isolate that. It will be then deemed completely safe.
But it's not as easy as it sounds.
They'll check each other and do a buddy check just to make sure all the skin is put away and the hair is put away, and then they'll proceed into the hazardous environment.
This protective gear is designed to keep the crew safe.
It's better. Okay.
This is the most critical stage of the job. Fire crews need to be quick and careful. Their gas monitors will sound an alarm if any of the deadly gas escapes. The medics can only watch and wait.
I'll get behind it once we move it out.
Alarms are sounding. The lethal gas may be escaping, and the crews don't know how much. But they carry on.
It's going to agitate as they're moving. Gas detectors are going to go off non-stop all the time.
Right. Sit.
A final twist of the drum, and the fire crews have done it.
Got all tools. Yeah, happy days.
The chemicals are now safely sealed inside the special container, and no one is hurt.
Oh, you're my heroes, you lot. Don't know what to do without you.
But there's a word of warning for fire crews.
When you get back to your station, have a shower. Get your stuff all washed off. All right. Look at these. Heroes. Every one of them. Look at these. Eh? Heroes. The chemicals has now been put in this airtight container. Myself and 1026 are now free to leave scene and return our show over.
The chemicals will be left to await collection by specialist disposal contractors. It could have been so much worse.
It's always a good result when everybody walks away home and dandy.
Off-road biking is a growing sport, but when accidents happen in remote countryside, it can be a struggle for medics just to reach their injured patients. Charlie team have been called out to secluded woods near Rotherham, where there's an off-road biker with serious injuries. But there's a problem. He's half a mile up a narrow track, and the ambulance can't get to him.
Shall we wait for Polaris?
Yeah, you can do, mate, no worries.
Paramedic James has gone ahead on foot.
That's the thing about HART, you know, we'll go where no one else does, you know. All right.
All right, mate, I'm Kelly.
Hi, Kelly, I'm James, this is Andy.
I know Andy, yeah. So this is also Andy, and this is Andy, and this is Andy.
Andy Madden is in serious pain, and he's getting cold.
There's a sleeping bag there, guys. Do you want to, just while I start drying up, just roll it over him?
The team need to act quickly.
So he's come down here on his motorbike, similar to this one. Yep. He's hit log, and he's landed on his left leg, hasn't you? Yeah. He's got massive deformity.
Right.
Yeah, we just turned onto the lane, and I don't know if he saw it log or what, but log just took him straight out, and he landed in banking. That was it. He looked to be all right, and then he just said, "Oh, my leg," and that was it.
No worries. That's great, thank you.
It looks like he's fractured his left femur, quite deformed. The crew's giving some pain relief, they're giving him some paracetamol, some more paracetamol. Obviously it's quite difficult access, so we're going to get our Polaris vehicle down to extricate him out.
Andy's thigh bone is badly broken. The jagged fracture could be causing internal bleeding, but rain has turned the country track into a bog, and medics can't risk carrying him out over uneven ground.
I'm just thinking mud. Mud.
But where ordinary ambulances can't go, HART's Polaris can.
We're waiting for our six-wheeled all-terrain vehicle to come here. We'll get that off the vehicle, and that will enable us to pick up the patient and then bring them back to the land ambulance here. Yeah, great bit of kit. Obviously, you can do it by use of the combustion engine rather than by use of breaking your back. So yeah, always good.
Any movement to a severe break like this one could cause lethal internal bleeding. Andy's leg must be straightened. They're giving him ketamine.
This is a very safe drug we're giving you, but it's an excellent painkiller. And when you sort of come round after you've had this, your leg will be sorted and you'll be a lot more comfortable.
A sip of water?
Not for the minute, just because of what we're giving you.
Ketamine is the strongest drug the team carry. Andy's going to need it.
So once he's had it, we'll roll him onto his back. All right, so just give you this a little bit at a time. As I say, it can feel strange, but you're perfectly safe, all right.
Ketamine is disorientating, and it's so strong in some cases it can cause hallucinations.
My mouth's proper dry, mate.
All right, mate, we'll get you something sorted shortly, all right.
While the ketamine takes effect, they're getting ready to use a splint to stretch Andy's leg back to its normal length. Without it, bone fragments could damage nerves or blood vessels.
All right, Andy.
OK, mate, that's just the medication. That's exactly how we expect you to feel, all right? Don't worry. All right, that's normal. OK. And we don't charge for this, Andy, all right? So I'll just give you a little bit more in a minute, mate, and then you'll start feeling really relaxed. Should we just try going onto his back? And then I think that'll be a good gauge of how we are, won't it? So we're just going to pop you over onto your back now, mate, all right?
Andy's still in intense pain.
Yeah, give him a bit more, shall I? Yeah.
They must keep his leg straight, but it's difficult.
Right, shall we have a roll? All right, mate. All right.
It takes controlled force to pull his leg straight.
He's just really tight in his quad.
All right, mate. It's all right.
And they have to be quick.
Can you tell me your name?
Andy.
Very good. We'll get you up onto a nice warm bed in a minute, mate, all right?
It's done. The leg is straight and stable.
I'm happy with that.
Lift across.
A bit longer to move than you think, doesn't it?
They need to get Andy to hospital fast, but even the Polaris will have to edge its way in reverse along this woodland track.
Are they there?
Andy's leg is now splintered, but the slightest movement is still causing him pain. He's being put onto a rigid stretcher.
So we're going to go on slide, yeah?
It's a critical moment.
Get ready, brace, slide.
What's that like?
Are you happy there?
Yeah.
Hold on, Andy.
Relax, matey.
Andy's not out of the woods yet, They must check his foot for a pulse.
Just getting you wrapped up warm, all right, and then we'll get you sorted.
If the fracture has disrupted blood flow to his lower leg, there's a real danger he could lose his foot.
Can we just move him away this? Let's just so I can see what's happening with this strap.
Andy's now wrapped up and warm, and it's just a short walk to the waiting Polaris.
We might as well put that on now.
On lift, ready, set, lift.
What's the branches?
We're right with 70, right?
Seems pretty steady away, doesn't it, yeah?
Yeah, we're on.
James will keep an eye on Andy in the Polaris.
You're right there, James.
Yeah, all right. Got a hand to. So nice and relaxed now with the pain relief, so we're heading off in a minute.
The Polaris has to get Andy half a mile down the track to the waiting ambulance.
We're all with you, and my mates are holding you in this vehicle anyway.
But even the six-wheeler is tested to its limits in this boggy terrain.
Dear God, look at that. Look at the lean on that.
One thing's for sure. Andy won't be riding his bike for a while. It's taken 2 hours to get Andy out of the woods. But without HART and the Polaris, it could have taken a lot longer.
Yeah, all fine, mate, yeah.
Andy is on his way to Rotherham Hospital,
Nice and steady, we're just going to follow the monitor. Just hold on.
where surgeons will operate to reset his broken leg. It could be months before he fully recovers, and his injury could have lifelong effects. Andy underwent surgery the following day, and surgeons inserted a steel rod into his broken femur. He's now back on his bike. Fire officers established the cause of the bank blast in Batley was an explosion involving butane gas cylinders. Trucker Peter, trapped in his cab for 2 hours, suffered serious chest injuries and internal bleeding. He was in hospital for 2 weeks, but is now home. Builder Mark broke his shoulder and suffered a major laceration to his leg when he plunged into the cellar. He's now recovered. And the chemicals that caused the safety scare at the spa hotel were removed safely by a private contractor.
Tomorrow night at 10, we see all areas of a busy day surgery unit in new and exclusive Inside the Operating Theatre. And next, we follow the paramedics on shift responding to emergency call-outs inside the ambulance.